Oh my God. Jeez. Unreal. Oh God. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, all you metal mixers, it's your old pal Gen X, Ann.
Dark J.
Well, that was different. How you guys doing on this Wednesday night? We're not doing bad. It's kind of cold and rainy. We played one game of pool at the bar. It was kind of a weird vibe.
Yeah.
So we decided to come home and take care of some things. So without further ado, we're going to talk about a few things. Talk about that new Lex Legion, the Gypsy Tears that premiered yesterday. So
Yeah.
let's get into it. What did you think of it? I really loved it.
The song is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The video, I didn't really care for the video because it
it-
was like movie based.
It was based, it's for a movie. It's an upcoming movie. Their new record drops June 12th.
Yes.
I got a release date for that. So this is the second single off of the new record. And I'm very impressed. I'm going to be very impressed. I think a lot of people are excited about this band.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of releases coming out this year other than the new Crimson Glory and a couple other ones that have yet to premiere, but this is one that a lot of people have been talking about,
Mm-hmm.
is Lex Legion. So I can't wait to see what they have in store. King Diamond is working on some new material, so yep, and I'm wearing Dia's side. King's working on new material according to Andy LaRock, and that may be dropping either late this year or early next year is what he said.
Yes.
It all depends on King, so I don't blame the guys for going out and doing something totally different, but they do sound great, fantastic on this new release, and I can't wait to hear about that.
Absolutely.
Now the disappointing news is that we got today, I got a heads up yesterday, but I wasn't sure. I heard through the grapevine that the Kings of Thrash show at the Reverb was canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't hear the official, but I just know this. When a show gets canceled, a lot of the times it could be due to poor ticket sales, an unforeseen illness, or whatever. I really think they did not promote that show.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
We were kind of on the fence about it, but when I saw that one of my old friends, that screaming Mad D Fuller, I've known Dee from years back when I was on the tour bus. Good old Ralphie out of New Jersey, broadcasting, you know, the more lighter side of metal. And Dee used to jump on that bulletin board. Man, we ran that shit for about a 2-3 year period. Because I came over from the Metal Edge board. And I would think everybody's like, come on the tour bus, it's you, less bullshit. Jerry Miller, she's like, really, she rolled over that board like nothing. We all jumped over there. Man, we had a field day. We had fun. And I get to finally meet Dee after probably 26 years. That's a long time has passed. So I get to talk to him and see him opening for Kings of Thrash at, is it called Mooresburger? Mooresburgers in Cantonsville, Maryland. So that's a change of venue for us to go to see Kings of Thrash on the final night of that tour, that small mini tour on Saturday. That's going to be kind of an interesting show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the venue's like. We're still going to see Exodus and Sepultura and Biohazard and some other band. I forgot the opening. I'm sorry for that. I'm excited to see Exodus. And I don't really know a lot of Sepultura's material. I know Roots, Bloody Roots, and all that early era, but to be on the later,
I'm more into the earlier.
Yeah, I think I think a lot of people are. When Max and Igor got out of the band, who's left out of the original lineup?
Andrews Kisser.
Andrews
The guitar
Kisser,
player, yeah.
really? So okay, this is their final tour, so I'm gonna catch them. We'll post some footage in that. Same with Kings of Thrash. We'll do the same like we did Deicide. So without further ado, let's get into who you were going to talk about today.
Well, who I was going to talk about was, since we're talking about King Diamond and all that good stuff, Lex Legion and whatnot, I gotta look at my footnotes again.
You always do.
I
That's
always
okay.
do, because there's a lot of info with the stuff that I like to talk about. And
Oh, absolutely.
so, have y'all heard of a band called Force of Evil? So what that was, let me sneak over here and grab this. All right. So originally formed in Denmark in 2002. They only lasted 4 years up until 2006, and in that time they put out 2 full-length albums. You had the self-titled, which came out in 2003, and then my favorite, Black Empire, which came out in 2005.
Okay.
And it was released on Escapee Records. And who was in it? You have Martin Steen on vocals. You have Hank Sherman and Michael Denner from Mercyful Fate on guitar. You have Hal Patino of King Diamond fame on bass. And you have Bjarne T. Holm, which is also of King Diamond fame, on drums.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Half and half.
Yeah. It's a mixture of Mercyful Fate and King Diamond. Really good stuff. The vocalist, Martin, he gets up there. He kind of reminds me of Laurel Dane, but not quite. I mean, if you can kind of grasp that idea. There are, I think, 1 or 2 videos on YouTube, so go ahead and check that out, you know. And if you can find their CDs, good luck.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like I said, they were a one-hit wonder, and they're hard to find.
There was more of a super group, another one that were, you know, like Lex Legion and the various other ones that have come out over the years.
Yes.
A lot of them just don't make it, you know, just happens. There's so many of them that it's too much to count.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And then my second band I'm going to bring up, also in the King Diamond, since we're talking about that. We have another side project that happened in 2014, also from Denmark. It goes by the name of Denner Sherman.
Okay.
Which obviously is Michael Denner and Hank Sherman with this project. They lasted 4 years, from 2014 to 2018, and they put out an EP and 1 full length, and that's it. So the EP is called Satan's Tomb, and that was released in 2015, and their full length, Masters of Evil, a year later in 2016. Now the cover of that reminds me of Mercyful Fate's Don't Break the Oath. That has that kind of feel to it. And I love that album. They were both released on Metal Blade Records, and the lineup for those albums, well, the EP and the full length, Sean Peck on vocals, Michael Denner and Hank Sherman on guitars, Mark Grabowski on bass, and Snowy Shaw
on drums.
And you all know Snowy Shaw. I can't talk right now.
Snowy
Shaw. I first heard of him when he started on The Eye from the King Diamond days back in 1990.
He replaced Mickey D.
Yeah, like right after Conspiracy.
Yep, that was Mickey D's replacement. He's an excellent drummer too.
But yeah, I highly suggest check out Force of Evil. Check out Denner/Sherman. Also on YouTube, and good luck trying to find the physical CDs. I mean, go to Discogs, go to eBay, or wherever, you know. Those are the places I go to buy shit online, because a lot of it's hard to find.
Right. So. Yeah, it is difficult to find a lot of those physical copies, but when you can pick them up, then you won't regret it. Just a few notable little things before we close out this video. I want to mention a couple of songs that came out and a little bit of metal news. Alyssa Glutz-White, you know, of our Archangel or Archangel, whichever way.
Archenemy.
Archenemy. Oh God, Archenemy. Ha! I'm just a little bit out today. But anyways, Archenemy or Archenemy is now the new singer of Dragon Force. Oh my God. I'm not a big fan of Dragon Force, guys. I don't really care for them. But I thought it was notable of late because of the fact that Skid Row is still looking for a singer. Anyways, and their old, I forgot what his name was. He was the ex-singer of Dragon Force. He's got a very weird name. He's from Sweden.
I don't know. I never
He's
followed
just,
Dragon
no,
Force,
and it's
so.
not my foray. Drop it down in the comments if you guys remember his name. But anyways, that was the little bit of metal news that kind of gotten, sidelined, I guess. It wasn't really making the rounds, but but there are a few notables of video song releases that came out. There's a band called, I really do like them, and they sound like early 80s metal or hard rock more. That's Kissing Chaos. That song is To Your Limit. It's on Mighty Music, DK. They are an overseas band. Check them out. It just dropped within the past couple of days. And something that is very notable, and I was listening to this band. Now, this band is coming out of remember the band called Mars? M-A-R-S. That was McAlpine. It was Tommy Aldridge, Rudy Sarzo, and a gentleman who sang for them, Robert Rock. That I used to have on cassette. And there's, there's a few notables. You can find it on YouTube. The name of the album was called Project Driver. However, that one came out in about, I want to say 86, 87, and right in there. And it was a commercial flop. I met Tony McAlpine. Going back to that, the next band that Robert Rock was in was a band called Driver. Project Driver, this band was Driver. They only did a few demos, okay? But the song that came out, and I really do think that it would have been a huge hit if they would have gotten signed. The song is called I Believe in Love. It's one of those ballads, and it absolutely blew me away. And I was looking at that right before we started taping, and I'm like, this is excellent, excellent band. That's Rob Rock on vocals. Roy Z. Roy Z has played on a lot of Bruce Dickinson's solo band stuff. Accident at Birth. He's been on the Skunkworks projects, Balls to Picasso, Tattooed Millionaire. See the pattern here. Some of these guys go on to do better things. So Roy Z is on guitars. Now his name is Emil Brando. He was on bass. Him and the keyboard player Greg Schultz were in a band called Joshua, and I never heard of them. So it says on the notes on Facebook or on YouTube, it says ex Joshua, and rounding out the band was Butch Carlson on drums. He's I can't even say the name. Sandy Sorea's band Sorea, and Joey Tafola. That name rings a bell, but I can't place Joey Tafola at the moment. And that was an excellent song. Do check it out. You won't regret it. And the last band is called Sarita. That song is called Long Time. They were around about 1985 to 95. They had 3 demos. That came out in 1987 was the first one. Then the last 2, 92 and 93. That song, Long Time, comes off of the 93 demo. And that is an excellent, excellent song. They didn't have the members listed, but do check them out. Those 2 songs would have been huge hits back in the, I would say in the 88, 89, 90 period. Those songs would have been all over MTV, and I just love to showcase these obscure bands, because everybody's looking for fresh music, and I know you don't want to listen to that AI shit. I certainly don't. I think it's crap. And I've covered a couple of AI bands last year, and they just, just a dirt turd. But anyways, dirt turd. It just was not what I would call listening to music. It's just a bunch of noise. Anyways, I think we're going to end this video. If you happen to like this video, give it a what?
Thumbs up.
Push that what?
Notification bell.
Subscribe to our channel. And share it with anybody who you think might like our wild and crazy content. I'd like to thank the following, our YouTube subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Our subscriber count is going up. And that Deicide video is really catching on. My God, guys. Love it. Keep the momentum going. There's some other ones that are building some momentum too, but that one, I think because we put some live footage in it, we changed it up a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that was
You
fun.
know, put the album
Editing
titles and stuff. Well, I mean, it comes with the territory. You're gonna have to, you know. That's just part of being a YouTuber. So thank you guys for chiming in and doing all the comments and whatnots. We'd like to thank our TikTok Around the Clock crew, our rock and rollers. You know who you are. Thank you for chiming in and keeping it real. And last but certainly not least, our Facebookers, our Instagrammers, and the Threaders, always making those wild and crazy comments. Remember, what we post is to make you laugh and make you think. So always look good, always do good, always do your best, be your best, whatever you do in life.
Good luck.
Because we love you, that's why. Stand on your own 2 toes, I guess.
Toes.
I almost said that, but 2 feet. Stay the fuck out of people's business. Save the drama for your mama, too.
2.
And haters to the motherfucking back. That's right. Don't be jealous of other people. Do things for your own self, by yourself, for yourself. That's all I gotta say. Until tomorrow's video, guys, we love you. All the best. We'll come up with something new for tomorrow. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.